What is that? Blood?
Looks like it.
Anthony?
I think he's been shot.
Vaughn!
I've lost it. Can you hear me? Is he breathing?
Check his pulse.
Can you hear me? Oh, God.
It wasn't me.
I can't find a pulse. I think he's dead.
It wasn't me! Virginia! Virginia! Virginia!
He was such an enchanting man.
Virginia!
He was our guest. I'm sure there's a perfectly innocent explanation.
Virginia!
I should go to him.
Don't you dare. Tim, come back.
Virginia! My love?
Anthony!
You can't go in there, miss.
Well, may I at least speak to him?
I'm sorry, miss.
Oh, please. Please. Anthony! Anthony, what are you even doing here?
Virginia, you must promise me something.
Anything.
Please. Promise me you'll forget me.
Anthony. Please do anything. Anthony.
Finch.
Thank God. Good to see you again.
Inspector Finch, the guru of Scotland Yard. Finch? Looks quite like a cat, don't you think?
I loathe cats.
I gather he has devotees all over the Home Office. They regard him as some sort of mystic. A bit like Julian of Norwich, only with powers of arrest.
What do we know of the victim?
Born Vienna, 1892. Wealthy parents, travelled about a good deal in his youth. Something of a wandering spirit. Entered politics soon after the war. I can get my chap to find you a place in the town.
No need, I shall be staying at Chimneys. Murder rarely keeps off this hour. Hello.
Bit of fresh air.
Politically, this could be a disaster if not handled with care.
Indeed.
So the lady's retired early.
We had some business. Not relevant.
He wanted to buy Chimneys.
He wanted to buy Chimneys.
Well, the proposal was that the government would purchase the house and then pass it on to Count Ludwig as a gift.
A bribe?
Don't be absurd.
A personal bribe. In return for which, he hands over a share of their heavy industry. Where do we stand on that, morally?
Well back, I'd have thought.
Is there paperwork for this sale?
Signed, sealed, and in my room on the top drawer. All academic now, of course.
Understood.
As one door closes, another stands ajar, Lord Caterham.
Indeed.
So you gentlemen retired at...
About 11:15.
Until we were woken by the fire bell.
Mr. Lomax! Sir!
At what time?
20 to midnight.
We all met downstairs.
No sign of the Count, so off we went, looking for him.
All save Clement and myself.
Next thing, boom!
The gunshot?
He was in the passageway all along. Just a few yards away.
Any fingerprints on the weapon?
Regrettably not.
Still, we have the culprit, Anthony Cade.
Well, he has one or two questions to answer, certainly. Now see the body.
I shall take you there at once.
Thank you. Or perhaps Miss...
Marple?
Marple. Yes, if it's no inconvenience.
Oh. Well, not at all.
What was he doing here? Almost an hour after he went to bed.
He showed an interest over dinner in the Van Dyck, the portrait.
I suppose the Count could have returned.
Private viewing?
I suppose.
And chanced upon the secret door?
Except that nothing quite happens by chance, does it? Not really. Or is that my tidy-minded preference? I see you don't have a man with you.
I'm sorry?
Well, inspectors nowadays tend to have a man with them.
Ah.
Oh, well, perhaps you prefer to muse alone.
Perhaps no man would have me.
Oh.
His blood. He was shot here. And crawled, staggered, or was dragged this away, where he was found in the arms of Mr. Cade here.
Before falling on Port Virginia, here.
All fairly straightforward, apparently. Aha.
A letter?
Not quite.
A treble clef.
A virtuoso. Perhaps you could take this and study it for me, Miss Marple.
Very well.
The Count said something before he died.
Want. Want.
Want? Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Meaning?
Well, I suppose we all want something, even at death's door. Kiss of life, perhaps.
How did you get here?
Well, I climbed over the wall, and I was eager to get up to the house, and this gentleman was blocking the path.
Do you mind, sir?
Well, as I remember, I came from around here. Then I spotted the gentleman. I panicked, and then...
You hit him?
Yes, I am sorry about that.
Using this?
Exactly.
What time was that?
11:33, precisely. I remember because I looked at my wristwatch.
I envy your eyesight, Mr. Cade.
When you see, that's the thing. I know because there was a light on in one of the upstairs rooms. It was first story and then second to the right. Now, I can remember because someone had lit a fire.
Rather a warm night for a fire.
Well, there was definitely smoke coming out of the chimney above. Anyway, at this stage, common sense sounded the retreat.
Did you heed the warning?
Well, sadly, common sense and I are no longer on speaking terms, so I carried on along here and through the door. And then I came down here, opened the trap door, and then I heard the gunshot.
Good God.
He'd been shot already.
Yes.
Any idea who shot him?
Afraid not.
And yet the revolver 3 feet from where you're standing, a victim at your heels.
I swear I never saw any revolver.
Mr. Cade, may one ask what you were actually doing here?
Yes, well, I did wonder when you'd get around to asking that. The truth is, I couldn't let Lomax have his way without putting up a fight.
His way with Virginia.
Yes. I thought to myself, just sit tight and then burst in at breakfast and give you all a fright.
You certainly did that.
The constable found this in your pocket.
Oh.
Any idea who wrote it?
Dear Cade, come to Chimneys. There's a trapdoor in the garden, 11:45, sharp.
What?
I didn't write this.
You sure Mr. Cade seems to
Not
think...
my style. A love note is not something you just dash off. That's what you're sniggering at.
I'm sorry. Idiot. May I see?
Hand it over.
It appears from the postmark to have been sent locally. Express service as late as yesterday morning.